Alright, hello everybody. Today we're playing a little fun game called Can It Abyss? And I wondered, can it abyss? And so, the ship we're taking in today, we are doing a solo run of a triple frigate called Firestorm Abyss in an Astero. Okay. Now, this Astero's not really a combat ship. It's not really bonused for any sort of combat. It's got some drone hit point bonuses, which whatever, and it's got armor bonuses, but that's about it, right? You can put a cloak on it, and it scans and hacks really well. But it's not really for fighting stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it into the Abyss, where all you do is fight stuff. So let's talk about the fit. I'll link it. I actually expect to completely blow up. So we're probably not making it out in this guy. So first of all, it's Firestorm, so we've got our little laser shooting thermal. We have small focus pulse laser 2s with Conflagration S in them. We also have Mystic along. Whoopsie doodles. We also have not Mystic. Oh my gosh, I've been flying my Damavik way too much. We've got Scorch with us in case we need a little bit of extra range, like against some of the annoying, like the Tessera spawn that you heard me kvetching about in my Damavik video. We've got a Enduring Afterburner because we like to be stable in the Abyss. We've got a Stasis Web 2 because we have to slow things down to be able to hit them. And double capper charger. There wasn't room for a battery in this fit, so we didn't put one on, so sue me. Drone damage amp because we like damage. And a lot of the damage of this fit comes from the drones, so we got to be really careful with our drones. Multispectrum Energized Membrane is good. Damage Control 2 is good. Put it on everything. Oops, don't turn it off. Small Armor Repair 2 because we need a way to repair ourselves. And that gives us 23.5 because I must have a Nano Pump on. Yep, Nano Pump. Current Router, Small Augs Current Router so we can be more cap stable. And an Explosive Armor Reinforcer. And it makes our resist look like this, which honestly is not that bad. If I compare this to my Damavik, and we're just running full-on Hobgoblins all day. Tech 2 Hobs. So that's the fit. I'll link it if you want to go try to blow one of these up yourself. Or if we make it, maybe you want to have some fun and fly an Astero. Let's see. So with the Afterburner on, we're getting about 930. We've got 70, 60, 60, 60. And we're doing about 180 DPS. So let's check that against the Damavik that I currently run Abyss with. This puppy, when we load a cult, he can go 1,000, so the Astero's a little slower. His EM resist is as good, but he is really about 10% worse in almost all of these resist categories. Not awful, but not amazing either. We'll get a little bit of buffer HP, but again, that's not much. And the real problem is the damage. We'll see. He will be a little bit better. I think the Astero will be a little bit better against frigate spawns, not by much, because most of the power of the Damavik comes from spooling up. And if you can't spool up, then, but against the battleships, I think we're really going to struggle. If we get a couple of battleship spawns, we may not make it out in time. So this Damavik fit is 67 mil. Ish, and this fit with the Astero is 60. So they're comparable fits. It's all about what you have the skills to do. If you can't pilot a Damavik, this might be a good choice for the Abyss. Remember, I never use the Worm and I never use the Hilo. Those ships should be removed from the game. They're ridiculous. So I'm trying everything except those. So we're gonna sundock and hopefully not die. So I'm pretty familiar with the spawns. And pretty familiar with Abyss, at least T1 stuff, solo triple frig, because I've run, 70 or 80 of them in my Damavik so far. I know to some people that's not a lot. I know people can really grind Abyss hard, but you see a lot in 70 or 80 runs. I've loved, I've lost, I've learned, and so we're going to take this guy in and try not to blow up. But we'll see what happens. So we're going to set our default orbit to 500, and our keep it range shouldn't really come into play, I don't think, too much. So yeah, here we go. Can it abyss? Astero. It might not abyss well. Oh, I have to be in a fleet. That's right. I'm going to be in a lonely fleet. A fleet of one. So sad. Now we got to wait for the session change to complete, whatever that means. Thank you for that cryptic message, CCP. And we're going to activate it for the fleet. And here we go, I guess. Let's find out. Canada Abyss. Here we go. Let's see what's in the first room. Don't really need to mark that as favorite for launching, but we're going to play this just like a Damavik, only hopefully we won't die. We'll have to see. Okay, a bunch of Teslas and nothing else crazy, so we're just going to... And they've already red boxed me. We're going to start locking them up. Get our hobs out and start taking them down. We're going to concentrate them one at a time. And hopefully we can do this. Let's find out. So I can actually lock 6 targets in this too, which I like. I can only lock 5 in the Damavik. So they're going to start to eat into our tank pretty soon here. So we got to click our repper on. These are the hard spawns for the Damavik as well because there's so many of them and they're so little. But we're going to blow them up like in order and we don't have to worry about any clouds or buildings. So let's see what we got. So the answer so far seems to be not bad. They are yellow boxing and killing one of my hobs, so we're going to pull him in. And we're going to pull our other one too because we want to get all this aggro back on us. Why is that guy fighting? Get in the bay. We'll let our hobs take a little damage for us. That's totally fine. Without the hobs out, our DPS is not amazing. These little lasers are trying their best, but the hobs are absolutely key to this. So this looks pretty good so far. We're pretty solid through that spawn. In fact, we fared almost a little bit better, like I thought we would, than the Damavik because it's not quite as good against these little tiny spawns. Okay, I can deal with that. That was nice. Let's have our drones go kill this cache, and the other caches are really far away, and if we run into the wrong kind of spawn, we might need the extra time, so we're just going to grab the biocombinative here. And we're going to heal up full. Yeah, if we lose a couple drones along the way, not a big deal. We will use our Scorch if we run into one of those Tessera battlecruisers. 0.3 mil in there. Now we're going through the transfer conduit to see what lies in wait for us in the room 2 and our beefy combat Astero here. Come on. Something not ridiculous, please. The Devoted Hunters. Alright, I don't really know much about these guys, but we're gonna... When does my targeting range start, though? Yeah. These guys I haven't seen very much before, so I don't really know what they do, which is never good, because that means I'm probably going to die. Well, that's a lot of damage, isn't it? Let's kite them, because they seem very strong. So we're just going to actually turn around. And we're going to switch to Scorch. We didn't like it what happened when we got close there. At all. We're going to overheat our lows, try to stay alive against these guys. Yeah, I hear ya. We have to kill this guy off. Like now. Okay, one's down. We're still hurting pretty bad. We're overheating our lows. Yeah, I think we kind of have to keep range on these guys, right? Just another one like the Tessera spawn. We're still overheating hard. I think we'll be okay here. I think we'll be okay. We just got to be sure not to burn our repper out, or we're in quite of a bit of trouble. This last guy's super far away. What's my range on Scorch? 14? Okay, we stopped overheating and we're kind of stabilizing. So I feel pretty good about that. That was pretty scary there. So I think we just let our drones deal with this last guy. Because it seems like not a big deal. I'll turn my Scorch on. Maybe I can get a couple hits on him, but I'm still pretty far out. Or am I? I'm not that far away, actually. So my Scorch will take care of this guy along with my drones. And we are not going to be able to overload our lows anymore, really, here. Okay. Well, that was pretty tricky. So maybe there's some awesome loot in here. So that was kind of a mess. Now our gear is a little bit messed up here, but if I wouldn't have overloaded the lows, we definitely would have gone down there. Once he's through to the structure, there's not much to be had down there. My resists are pretty good, but okay, so we got to remember those guys. Don't get close to those guys. You got to kite those. I've never seen those before. Again, you're always looking for something new here. And though, again, those nodes and subnodes look pretty far away, so we're not going to go get those. We are going to hope and pray that something reasonable is in this next room here, and that we can just clear it out. So let's do it. Let's do it, Doug. Oh, God, no. This is going to be real bad. Alright. So first we get our Hobs out, because they'll shred these Teslas for us. And we have to get in on this battleship without totally getting our butts blown up. So our Hobs should be able to deal with these Teslas. If I can get my web on this one and maybe get a couple of conflagration shots on it, shouldn't be a huge deal. But if I get hit by this battleship too much, I'm probably toast. So we got to get in under this guy real fast. In between his shots, if possible. Oh, I think we're good. He's trying to turn away. But you can't turn away from the Little Astero. You can't do it. Eat hot lasers, fool bag. My guys are going to take that Tesla down, and then the photic overmind, I will see how long it takes to kill him. Let's sit here and twiddle our thumbs. There we go. So that didn't take crazy long to kill. Maybe 5 minutes? I don't know. I wasn't keeping very good track, but that was not awful. But that was a fun little run. That photic overmind guy, that thing has just a ton of hit points. The other battleships might not be that bad. Like Charybdis or the other battleships, but that thing, if we run into 2-3 of those, we're done. Thanks for watching. I hope that you're experimenting with ships in the Abyss, because it's fun to run stuff that is not a worm or a Gila. So I will see you next time on Aries Gaming. Bye.